Applying for an ITIN without a tax return.
Hello everyone. Today, we'll talk about an essential topic: how to apply for an individual taxpayer identification number, ITIN, without a tax return. Don't worry if you don't know much about this process. I'll guide you through every step.
What is an ITIN?
The Individual Taxpayer Identification Number, ITIN, is a tax processing number issued by the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, for individuals who are required to have a U.S. taxpayer identification number but who do not have, and are not eligible to obtain, a Social Security number, SSN.
When might you need an ITIN without a tax return?
There are certain situations where you may need to apply for an ITIN without a tax return. For example, if you're receiving distributions during the current tax year, or if you're on a dependent, spousal visa and need an ITIN to claim tax treaty benefits.
What documentation do you need to provide?
If you're applying for an ITIN without a tax return, you'll need to provide the following documentation. 1. Form W-7. This is the application for IRS Individual Taxpayer Identification Number. Even if you're not providing a tax return, you still need to submit this form. 2. Proof of identity and foreign status. You must provide original documents, or copies certified by the issuing agency, to prove both your identity and your foreign status. This can include your passport, which, if it is available, is the only document you need. If you don't have a passport, you can provide a combination of at least 2 other documents, such as a national identification card, driver's license, or birth certificate. 3. Supporting documentation. Depending on your specific situation, you might need to provide additional documentation. For example, if you're applying because you're receiving distributions during the current tax year, you'd need to provide documentation from the withholding agent showing that an ITIN is required to pay you income.
How to submit your application?
After you have collected all the necessary documentation, you can mail it to the IRS along with your completed Form W-7, or you can submit your application through an authorized acceptance agent or a taxpayer assistance center. Remember that the process might take a few weeks, so be sure to apply as early as possible. I hope this information has been helpful and that you now have a clearer understanding of how to apply for an ITIN without a tax return. It might seem a bit complicated, but if you follow these steps and prepare your documents carefully, you'll be well on your way to obtaining your ITIN. As always, if you have any uncertainties, it's best to consult with a tax professional. Good luck!